Last night I couldn't sleep. I got up and started walking.
Hey guys, me Billiam, and here to show you some Trials highlights. And yes, I've jumped back in head first into the Trials of Osiris, and I tell you what, we had a blast. Me and my brother-in-law, Umbreon, he's been highlighted on a couple of clips in the past. We had to finish some elimination matches to knock out a Crucible quest. That wasn't available, so we said let's just jump into Trials. We grabbed a friend of a friend of a friend, his name's Alf, and never played with the guy before. He said he's never even done Trials since like pre-Taken Kings. Didn't really know what was going on, and we got 4 wins. Wasn't phenomenal, but for our mismatched group, we did pretty well, and had some almost wins as well. And I'll tell you, I'm excited about Friday again. This gentleman that was with us, I think, is going to be running with us for a little bit, and maybe our permanent third person. The biggest thing I'll tell you though is we had so much fun. It was a blast. I'll tell you, me and Umbreon may have been slightly inebriated for several of the matches, which I felt like increased our ability to play the game. I could be wrong. But there were times, much like this, that I was able to sweep the team, and there's other times where Umbreon did it, Alf did it. I mean, we played the revive, and we played not to die, and it worked out. The biggest thing that we found out last night is even on a small map like Anomaly, you got to have at least one guy that can snipe, and sometimes more the merrier. But at the same time, Alf saved our behind with a shotgun a few times when we had a few Russian teams. But oh my God, it was a blast.
Your team is
I'm so glad that we played. We stayed up entirely too late, and I paid for it the next morning. But it was absolutely awesome. You can see there's another snipe to the face, and which is pretty normal. There's a lot of long sidelines on this map for as small as it is. There's a little no-scope action. The crazy thing is everybody always runs to the same spots on these maps. And so I'll tell you, if you're watching this going, hey, I'm thinking about trying Trials, or you've tried it and hated it, you've got to understand map strategy, and that's why it does the same game rotation every single week. You know, it sits there and you play the same map over and over and over again. Is because map strategy is almost entirely what makes you victorious. That and obviously the gun skill. But if you know how to manipulate the map to fit your play style, then you're great. The other thing is communication, and that's one thing that we had with this guy that we hadn't had in the past. Is all 3 of us were getting along, all 3 of us were talking to each other, communicating the whole time, and it just made it go real smooth. And even when we lost Umbreon at some point, you probably saw in one of the clips, we only had 2 people on our team, and we ended up winning that one. It's because we communicated well. And even through all that, it was still a lot of fun, and only got mildly frustrated at the network disconnect. So that is all I have on the Trials. I'll show you even more clips next week. Billiam out, and enjoy the funnies.
Last night I couldn't sleep. I got up and started walking.